Oh my God, y'all. I just saw Brendan's apology for what went down on Bachelor in Paradise, and I had to do a video because I feel like there are so many parallels with things that guys do to gaslamp and just all these other things that we can learn from. So stick around. Hey, my name is Yonci. Welcome to my channel, Chasing Yonci. I talk about all things love, dating, sex, and relationships. And today, woo, child, I need to talk about this apology from Brendan from Bachelor in Paradise. Y'all take a second, hit that subscribe button if this is the type of content you like to hear. Smash that like button and share it with a friend if you know someone who would enjoy this video. But let's get into it. So just for context, this video, his episode just aired a couple days ago. I don't know if it was yesterday, but it was recently aired. And there has been massive backlash, okay? Now, it's interesting because the attitude was quite different on the episode, but it was very different from the attitude that they had on the show, which was very arrogant, very, you know, we've tricked everyone, ha ha ha, just super proud of themselves. I always find it interesting when somebody wants to apologize after they receive the backlash, but not in the moment or once they realize that they've hurt somebody or that they're doing something that's just terrible. All right, so let's get into this video.
So I just wanted to take a quick second and speak on what transpired in Paradise. Hopefully give a little bit of context and clarity to the situation.
He says he wants to give context, which it's kind of funny. You're on a reality show, so we literally see the context ourselves.
But most importantly, I wanted to apologize to you, Natasha. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to lead you on.
Okay, let me just, I couldn't even get, what are we, like seconds into it. He said, I didn't mean to lead you on. If you watch the episode, you saw him literally saying, I needed to buy time so that I could stick around, and Piper's laughing like, ha ha ha, you know, we've been so successful. Now he's trying to flip it and say, I wasn't trying to lead you on. I'm sorry, y'all, I was so triggered on this video.
I truthfully and honestly enjoyed spending time with you. I enjoyed your sweet, soft, kind nature, your gentle spirit. That's something I'm really, really drawn to.
I enjoyed your sweet, soft, kind nature and your gentle spirit. Okay, flattery, ladies, watch out for guys that go in with flattery, because he might actually enjoy that part of her personality. That's probably well and true. She's a great person. But what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Has nothing to do with anything that you did. Yeah, she's a great person, but that doesn't mean that you need to be doing what you were doing, leading her on.
And you know, we didn't have that romantic spark that's imperative for a relationship to really grow.
Now, he said we didn't have that romantic spark, and he's trying to spin the story, and he's done it in other interviews and things like that. He's trying to spin the story and say, oh, basically she was just in the friend zone. You know, they didn't have what they needed to go to a romantic place. The irony is that the very first red flag that Natasha had is that it's not getting romantic. She's like, we can communicate, it seems fine, we get along great, we like spending time together, but she didn't feel that spark because he wasn't trying to kiss her, he wasn't being romantic. So what I want to say to you ladies, listen to your intuition. Without fail, any guy that I dated that it did not end well, I looked back and had the exact intuition about the thing that I ended up getting rid of him for at the end. She felt it. Mind you, I am not talking badly about her or saying that she should have run, but I'm just saying this goes to show you that our intuition is so powerful as women, and our radar should be at high alert. There's always a reason why something is off. You just don't know what it is at that time, and sometimes you never find out, but you learn to trust your gut.
Just knowing you for a handful of days, I never could have imagined the heartbreak that I caused you, and I'm very, very sorry for that.
Now, this is very intentional the way he said it, in my opinion. He said, only knowing you for a few days, I could have never imagined the heartbreak I caused you. What I don't like about this is that it's very manipulative. If I didn't know the situation, I'd be like, dang, what kind of thirsty chick is this that she's catching feelings over a couple days? Oh my God, he didn't do anything to make her think that she was invested, and she just sounds cuckoo, right? My crazy ex-girlfriend, that type of thing. If you actually watch the show like I did, He was saying all the right things and doing the things to make her feel comfortable to the point where she's giving him her rose, right? So the thing is that you have to be aware of what's happening at all times, because guys can be very good at twisting things around and making you confused, having you doubt yourself and feel like, man, am I insecure? Am I needy? Am I being too emotional? Did I overthink this? No, the reality is that he was doing what any person would think constituted interest. So he's trying to act like, oh, I just bumped into her casually at the bar every now and then, or, we were jogging on the beach together and I'd wave. No, you were spending time together. Y'all were booed up. Y'all were laid up in the bed together. You even shared a kiss when she had the conversation with you. Now don't try to distance it and be like, oh my God, I never could have imagined that you would ever think that I was into you. She wasn't heartbroken by the fact that you didn't have romantic interest in her. She would have gotten over it just like she got over any other situation on the season. It's the fact that you were being deceitful. And I cannot stand it when people don't take ownership of the negative that they've done. I cannot stand it when they try to gaslight and act like it's this. You're being so dramatic about this. No, it's because you lied to my face. It's because you wasted my time. Y'all, let me stop. And he looks like he's reading from a script. That's so annoying. I feel no emotion whatsoever.
And as far as Piper and I go, I don't know how else to explain this. I don't know how else to articulate this. Piper and I were not in an exclusive relationship. I never asked her to be my girlfriend.
Okay, he also keeps harping on the fact that they were not in an exclusive relationship. That's the other thing that people do. They deal with technicalities. Well, technically, we weren't together, so it wasn't really cheating. No, fool. You call me every single day. You tell me you love me. You come over. You're with me on the holidays. The technicalities don't matter. We are all adults here. And if you don't want to be exclusive with somebody, you should make that painfully clear. If you have other alternatives, you should make that perfectly clear. People try to get out of things by trying to not use titles. What he wanted to do was get exposure. He already liked her, so he said, hey, let's continue our romance on the season. Nobody gives a crap whether there was a title or not, but for whatever reason, he feels like that is going to make this huge difference.
Told her straight up, I would love to see you in paradise. If you could go, that would be amazing.
Now, this is the other thing. So he's talking about how casually they encountered each other, right? And I'd love to see you there. If you watch the episode again, these are just straight up lies. They're not even white lies or stretching of the truth. They are straight up lies. They strategize. They saw each other right before she came out. And honestly, I think there was truth to the story about, I think it was her saying she didn't know she could get off of work. So that probably put a little bit of a kink in their plans because she wouldn't come out the gate. But they tried to say, one, oh, I didn't know there were any rules. If you didn't know there were any rules, then why didn't you just straight up say that? Why didn't he get there and say, hey guys, I think a lot of you ladies are beautiful, but I'm waiting for someone in particular and I'm hoping that she comes and I'm holding out a torch for her. No, you didn't think that that was the case. That's why you kept your lips shut and now you're trying to backpedal super, super hard. It's like you're on TV. We could see you, bro.
And as far as Piper and I having this big elaborate plan, I'm not the smartest person in the world for sure, but I feel like it would have gone just a little bit better than it did if we had this plan.
He said it would have gone better if we had a plan. No, you just got busted. You guys were so cocky and arrogant, feeling like you got away with it until the tables turned.
Saying Natasha didn't have any prospects. Very immature of me to say, very rude of me to say. My point was Natasha didn't have any other guys talking to her and she wasn't talking to any other guys. And I had no prospects as well. I wasn't talking to any other girls.
I can't stand the fact that he tried to make it seem as though he didn't do anything that messed up her opportunities there because she didn't have any other prospects. That's not even true. And he's saying, oh, it's because it was mean and he worded it the wrong way. But that's just him trying to make himself feel better. And a lot of times guys will say things to attack you, attack your character, and they will hit you in a place that they think will make you feel vulnerable because they want to distance themselves from things that they're doing. He also calls her annoying and he's acting like, oh, that was just rude for him to say. But no, she's annoying because she's getting in the way of your plan, what you thought you were executing. I genuinely wonder if they forgot the cameras were on. I mean, I just don't understand why they were so honest about the fact that they had a plan. I don't get it. He's talking about he has the inability to communicate, but yet he did an amazing job talking to Piper when he was not trying to trick somebody. They said a whole lot very easily. No, he's just having a problem with the backlash for his actions. Now, this slowly pulling away crap is really annoying because a lot of guys say that they do that. They lack the nerve it takes to say, I'm just not feeling you, and walk away. Women can get over being broken up with. What they don't like is being strung along and having their time wasted. He said, I'm saying one thing and it's being received as something else. No, you're not saying your truth. I hate the fact that he said that he would have picked someone with a bigger following, because if that was the theory that he wanted more followers, you literally talked about that. Like, that came out of your own mouth, her own mouth. And the idea was to be on TV. So it doesn't matter if your cast member has a lot of followers or not that you're linked to. It's the TV, it's the exposure. It doesn't matter who you are. Different cast members have different numbers of followers. He's trying to get out of the TV comment. There is a difference between going on a TV show to find love and going on a TV show for the sole purpose of getting exposure. Again, these people have such a knack for gaslighting and trying to make you think that you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Comment below if you think that he's genuine when he says he's sorry about tarnishing her experience on Paradise. I don't know. I feel like I'm an empath and I don't feel any emotions coming from him. It feels like somebody who's trying to just do damage control. He says, I'm not looking for anyone to forgive me or clear my name. That's literally the purpose of this video. Because if that was the case, he would have probably reached out privately. Come on, we're not slow. At the end of the day, I was super excited that Natasha recognized her worth. She wasn't taking the BS. She listened to her intuition and she didn't allow him to disrespect her. She didn't fall apart. She didn't turn into this emotional basket case. She didn't beg for him to give her, a chance, which unfortunately some of the other contestants did. I want women everywhere to know that you are worth being sought after. You are not second, third, fourth choice. You deserve someone who loves you, adores you, and cherishes you, and really values your time. I'm so glad that she wasn't falling for this gaslighting. I'm so glad that she kept bringing him back to the topic. I'm glad that she still continued to carry herself with grace. She didn't go super low with low blows. She could have done so many things, but she did everything perfectly, in my opinion. Ladies, stick with your gut, listen to your head, watch with your eyes, and step up. You have to be the one to protect yourself. We can't control all the guys out there who act like garbage, but we can control the ones that we bring back home. Leave your comments down below. I am very curious to hear what you have to say about this past episode of Bachelor in Paradise that aired, and Brendan's apology. I will also make a note that Piper had to turn off her comments because the people were ruthless in her comments. They were going in, and apparently she had a really snarky caption on her very latest post, but she has since deleted it because it's not there. She's deleted the caption. But a lot of people were saying, oh, okay, you wanted more followers? I'm actually unfollowing you. I really liked you before this episode aired. Here's the thing, guys. Anytime you have to get what you want through manipulation, deceit, and lies and sneakiness, it's never the good way to go. It's never the right direction to take. Karma, it's a you-know-what, and you don't want that thing coming back to bite you in the butt. You don't want to burn bridges, and at the end of the day, that's not a person of character. Whatever is meant for you is going to come your way, and you shouldn't have to break a lot of laws of ethics to get what you want. I don't know if they're going to be able to live this down, and honestly, I'm trying to have a little bit of empathy for them, but you made your bed. Sometimes we got to lie in the bed that we made, and I don't wish them ill. I don't want any harm to come their way. I don't want them to have to suffer unnecessarily, but I do think that they need to be aware of the damage that they've done and not wait until it's time to do damage control to genuinely have an apology. And like I said, I really don't even think it was genuine anyway. All right, guys, until next time, tell someone that you love them.